Do you want to make your life better as soon as possible but don't know where to start? In this video, I give you some very valuable tips on the way you could reach your financial goals in record time. These tips are not for everyone because they're very rigorous, and only the ones who are the most disciplined, bravest, and serious about their future will manage to follow them. People who manage to follow these tips are now very successful businessmen with tons of money in their pockets, living the life they always dreamt about. What about you? I'll give you a hint. This technique is used among Buddhist monks all over the world, and we all know that they're all masters of their lives, so in this video, I unleash the long-kept secrets that they use in order to master their lives and reach their full potential. In monk mode, you take it upon yourself to adopt the isolation and self-discipline practices of a monk. The whole idea is to shut down every possible distraction and focus on the task you're working on. What this means is that once you jump into the monk mode, you'll have to turn everything down, and I mean literally everything: phones, TVs, apps, notifications, even email, so nothing could potentially distract you. As contradictory as it sounds, there's also an app you can use to help you with this, called Monk Mode. Many people have tried the Pomodoro technique, where you work in bursts of 25 minutes each, followed by a 5-minute break, and then repeat it. However, 25 minutes of work is sometimes too short, and you may find it difficult to motivate yourself to get back to work after those 5 minutes of break. You can also very often find yourself doing tasks that take longer than 5 minutes during the break, such as scrolling TikTok or binging on an episode of your favorite show. That's why the monk mode is a better solution, because it allows you to go into the mode and stay there for longer, or until you finish the task completely. Because there are no breaks, there's also less temptation to do something productive. Essentially, monk mode means that you're completely in the present moment. Now, as rigorous as this mode sounds to you, believe me, there is a way of making it even more rigorous and potentially achieving even better results. A way of doing so is to, based on the workflow you have at a certain time of the year, and also based on non-work-related activities you like to do throughout the year, you can create a schedule where there are 6 months in heavy monk mode or 3 months in rigorous monk mode, also 3 months of the adopting period in between, and finally 3 months of party mode. Although this is very intense, some people just operate differently, so you can choose what best suits you depending on the way your mind works. Sometimes the balance is not for everyone, so if you find yourself to be a person who needs a rigorous regime in order to succeed, then be rigorous with yourself. Otherwise, you'll never succeed. You can recognize this type of behavior in yourself by noticing whether you're the one that, when at a party, you party harder than everyone else. When you're hungry, you eat until you're completely full. And when you work, you don't stop until it's finished. First, you'll need to set a goal for the year ahead. And this doesn't mean that you should wait until the 1st of January to make a list of your goals, but that from the moment you decide to do this, you create a list for maybe until the end of the present year or until the end of the next one, starting from now. Once you decide to hop into monk mode, the first step is to meditate for at least 10 minutes a day. Although this became a cliche, the truth is that meditation is very helpful to calm your mind and help you tune in with your body. You won't notice a difference on day one, but after a few weeks, the major difference in your behavior will be noticeable. You'll become calmer, more focused, and have a clear vision of what you need to do each day. Therefore, it will become easier to ignore the temptation of watching just that one TikTok, or just that one episode of your favorite show, or going out for just one drink because all your friends are going. It also causes a feeling of shame when you cheat the monk mode and let things distract you, and we all know that the shame from yourself is far worse than the one you sometimes feel for others. You can also do a little pep talk with yourself when you're tempted to cheat, so telling yourself how smart and capable you are, that you're a winner, and that nothing could stop you. Apart from meditation, it's also necessary to have at least 30 minutes a day of some physical activity that will raise your heart rate and make you produce dopamine. So either working out in a gym, jogging or swimming, whatever your favorite activity is. The third important rule is no alcohol or weed is allowed. You may say that weed helps you concentrate or that a glass of wine after a long day never hurt anybody. However, by allowing yourself to have any of these will increase the chances of distraction, so before you know it, the monk mode went to hell because you were rewarding yourself here and there. Remember that after the monk mode successfully ends, you'll be able to enjoy everything you like, but right now it's time to focus on work and building good habits. By restricting yourself from things you enjoy the most, you'll be facing your emotions, and that's exactly what we want to accomplish, because if you don't face your emotions, your mind won't be able to work properly, nor will you be able to reach your full potential. This also applies to music. Although it is a very important factor in calming your mind, there is also a time when music is not that appropriate because it can be a distraction. So it's totally fine to play music while you're exercising or cooking, but you must shut it down once you start working. Full focus requires silence, and that's exactly what you need while you're working to be fully focused. When it comes to diet, you should try to eat as clean as possible because it is indeed true that we are what we eat. Just think of a time when you had a healthy meal and you felt great afterward, right? On the contrary, when you eat deep-fried fast food, burgers, pizza, unhealthy snacks, lots of sugar, etc., you feel exhausted and you want to take a nap, right? That's why it's important to eat clean, less meat except fish, lots of fruits and veggies, and ideally no coffee. Instead of coffee, you should drink tea, which also has a lot of caffeine but doesn't make you anxious like coffee does, or ideally a lemonade. Again, it will be hard in the beginning, but once you get used to this type of lifestyle, it becomes normal for you. As you progress, your working hours become smaller, so if you want to have a slow transition, you can start by working 40 hours a week, then bring it up to 50 hours a week, and as you come to an end, you'll manage to reduce them and end up working less than 10 hours a week. This healthy transition will help you enter the full monk mode less stressful, as well as help you gradually prepare yourself for exciting once all the work is done. If you have an opportunity to choose the place where you'll be in monk mode, then the results will be even better. If you do it in a place you've never been before, it will be a two-edged sword, because you won't have any friends there who could invite you to places, which is great. On the other hand, you'll be tempted to go out and explore the city. So ideally, you should do this at a place you've visited many times, feel good being at, and that doesn't increase your temptation to go out and do fun stuff. Another great thing you could do is to make a strict schedule, as well as a deal with yourself that if you stick to the schedule, you get one day each week when you get to do whatever you want except work. The reason this is also a very important part of this journey is that although you're in monk mode, it prohibits any distractions. You're still a human and your brain needs rest, or else you'll burn out, and that's definitely the thing you want to prevent from happening. So for example, you work from Sunday till Friday, and then make Saturday your rest day, just like you have rest days when working out, right? This way you won't lose touch with reality and the outside world entirely, but will still be disciplined, and if you reward yourself for discipline, just like you would reward a puppy for learning a new trick, you'll feel productive and happy at the same time. And this doesn't mean that you get a cheat day, so don't fool yourself by thinking that nothing will happen if you go for some drinks and a slice of pizza, because it's a lot easier to fall off track than to get back on it. Don't let yourself forget how strict this mode is, and always remember how hard it was in the beginning. So, what you could do on this day is maybe go out for a longer walk or meet up with some friends, but only those who will respect you being in the monk mode and won't make you do what you're not supposed to. So you could go out for lemonade, or spend the day at the beach if you're in a city that has a beach, or go ride a bike, maybe even watch your favorite show all day if you don't feel like going out. You get the point, right? Choose the activity wisely and the people you're gonna do it with. And don't be sad if your friends wanna go party, because once you finish the work and exit the monk mode, you'll be able to do that with them. So basically, the harder you work, the better the results, and sooner you will be able to exit it. In the end, you're doing all of this in order to make your life better. You're doing it for yourself, and you're the only one who is responsible for the result. If you're disciplined, the result will be great. If you're not, the result wouldn't be good. So just think before you do anything, because the only one to blame is you in both cases. This brings us to the end of today's video. Let us know in the comments if you have ever been in the monk mode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when we have a new business-related topic ready for you.